So I'm sure many of you have been to a fast food restaurant before. You're trying to decide on what to get. You either want the burger or maybe you want something healthier, like a salad. The point here is that your choice depends on two points. The health of the product, or maybe you want the biggest bang for your buck. And so today I'm going to help you decide on what I want to get. My main point here is that adopting a vegetarian lifestyle fails to achieve any substantial benefit. You may not agree with me here, but this will evidently make your futile much easier. So here, a vegetarian lifestyle fails to improve health. This is my main point. And bear with me here because there's going to be a couple studies in this one and more. The first one is that there are a lot of vitamin deficiencies in a vegetarian lifestyle compared to its alternative, meat. A group study done by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that vegans and vegetarians had the least amount of vitamin B concentration compared to omnivores. And here, vitamin B is necessary for our healthy nervous and digestive system. When compared, those 2 and 3 meat eaters, 2 and 3 vegans compared to 2 and 1 omnivores that had vitamin B deficiencies. A 2005 study from German Cancer Research compared health-conscious meat eaters with vegetarians, and there were no difference in overall mortality rates. There were also a couple studies done with healthy fats and unhealthy fats. National Cattlemen's Beef Association has an informative data sheet, and it says that one serving of meat provides all essential amino acids, as well as iron, zinc, and B vitamins, compared to one serving of protein alternatives such as beans or a veggie burger. But lean beef has half the calories as these alternatives. There were also 2 studies done by Mary Innig and Stephen Burns. Mary Innig is a master of the American College of Nutrition, and she showed the importance of saturated fats and even cholesterol found in meats and how they provide health benefits such as higher serotonin levels and healthier digestive and immune health benefits. An independent study by Stephen Burns stated that these hazardous fats and meats were mainly found in processed meats, which should be avoided in the first place. Now that we've covered vegetarianism at a personal level, its health benefits, what about its advantages to the world, to the economy? And this brings me to my second point, which is a vegetarian lifestyle fails to produce economical or environmental advantages. And here the alternative is always going to be meat. Alternatives are really more convenient. When you're at a fast food restaurant or a grocery store, the meat option is really going to be cheaper than the vegetarian meat. There was also a couple of studies done showing the better benefits that beef has and its availability. This is another fact sheet done by explorebeef.org, and it showed that 85% of U.S. grazing land is not suitable for raising crops for consumption. Raising animals on this land more than doubles the area that can be used to produce food. And here the cattle plays an important role in that it forages things that the humans cannot consume and converts it into something that we can. Vegetarian lifestyle also has some harm to the environment compared to meat. So, processed vegetarian proteins options such as tofu can actually cause more greenhouse pollution than farmed meat. Another study that showed this was that the World Wildlife Fund found production of soy-based proteins contribute more emissions than local produced meat. And then another study done by Program in Industrial Ecology showed that if you actually give up all animal products, there will only be a 7% reduction in greenhouse gas pollution. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition states that 90% of U.S. cropland suffers from topsoil loss at 13 times the sustainable rate. The Union of Concerned Scientists also shows that 92% of soybeans genetically modified to be immune to herbicides are actually doused with these herbicides, which is harmful to nearby plants and even fish. So again, adopting a vegetarian lifestyle fails to achieve any substantial benefit. And these are for 2 points. A vegetarian lifestyle fails to improve health, and it fails to produce any economical or environmental advantages. Thank you.
All right. The introduction goes on a while, and it seems like it's taken us in a different direction. When you finally get to the proposition, I felt like I was, going. I thought there's a controversy on that proposition. I thought the proposition was relatively clear, but it just seemed strange the way it had been set up. There's not really a layout of what the supporting contents are going to be. I think that's a little bit problematic. But you do signpost the 2 supporting points as you get to them in the body of the speech. So it's not that it's disorganized, but I think you could help the audience a little bit more by previewing the contents for them. Usually you explain most of the assumptions in the presentation. I thought that was reasonable. Your evidence, there were a couple of places where you're basically quoting beef producers, and I think that might be perceived as being a little bit biased. But I thought that you did a good job presenting a variety of other evidence that supported the position that you're talking about. And the comparison on that second point on the environmental issues I thought was pretty effective at setting up the argument that you're making, although I suspect it's going to invite a good counterclaim from the response speaker on that particular point. You did a very good job citing your sources consistently, so I thought that was fine. Like I said, I did think that there was sometimes problems with a couple of the sources, but most of them were reasonable in your presentation. It's a little bit long, 7 minutes and 20 seconds, so that's kind of an issue, and I'm going to stop because we have other places to go and things to do. Thank you.